Welcome! In this lesson, we will explore key parts of a vehicle's transmission system, the propeller shaft, and the rear axle assembly. Understanding these is essential for anyone in the automobile parts business in Nigeria. By the end of this lesson, you will be able to identify, describe, and troubleshoot these critical driveline components, helping you to advise customers and stock the right parts. The transmission system transfers power from the engine to the wheels. After the gearbox, the propeller shaft and rear axle assembly take over to deliver that power to the road. Let's begin with the propeller shaft, the long spinning rod you see under many cars, trucks, and buses. The propeller shaft's main job is to transmit rotational power from the gearbox to the rear axle. It's designed to be strong yet lightweight. It has two key functions: sending power to the back and flexing to allow the rear wheels to move up and down over bumps without interrupting that power flow. Now, let's look at its major components. We will examine each one. Universal joints, or U-joints, are flexible knuckles that allow the shaft to transmit power even when it's at an angle. They are crucial for allowing the suspension to move freely. The slip joint or slip yoke allows the propeller shaft to get shorter or longer. This is necessary because the distance to the rear axle changes as the vehicle's suspension compresses and extends. Longer vehicles, like the Toyota Hiace buses common in Nigeria, use a two-piece shaft with a center bearing. This prevents the long shaft from vibrating or whipping at high speeds. As a parts merchandiser, knowing these common faults is key. When a customer describes a vibration, you can confidently suggest checking the U-joints or center bearing. These are fast-moving parts. Next, we examine the rear axle assembly, which receives power from the propeller shaft and does the final work of turning the wheels. The rear axle assembly supports the vehicle's weight, houses the differential, and contains the axle shafts that connect to the wheels. Inside the axle housing is the differential. Its job is to split the power from the propeller shaft and send it to both wheels. Crucially, the differential allows the wheels to rotate at different speeds. This is essential when turning a corner, as the outside wheel must travel a greater distance than the inside wheel. We must distinguish between a live axle, which drives the wheels, and a dead axle, which simply supports the wheels, like at the back of a front-wheel drive car. Knowing the customer's vehicle layout is vital for selling the right parts. Faults in the rear axle often produce distinct noises. A whining noise points to the differential, while a rumbling from the wheel area suggests a bad wheel bearing. These are common repairs, creating demand for bearing kits, seals, and gear oil. By understanding how the propeller shaft and rear axle work and what commonly goes wrong, you can stock the correct parts for popular Nigerian vehicles like the Toyota Hilux, Hiace, and various saloon cars. This knowledge makes you a reliable and trusted parts supplier. To recap, we've learned about the propeller shaft and rear axle, their components, functions, and common faults. This knowledge is your tool for success in automobile parts merchandising.